Lisbon, city of seven hills, fado music echoing through ancient alleyways, and a melancholy that hangs in the air. This isn't your glossy postcard Europe. Welcome to Lisbon, a city that marries old-world charm with modern vibrancy. Join me as we explore the top attractions in Portugal's captivating capital. Get lost in the streets, sip on history, and discover why Lisbon is a state of mind. We're heading west to Belém, a district synonymous with Portugal's golden age of exploration. Standing guard over the mouth of the Tagus River is the Belém Tower. Built in the 16th century, it served as a fortress and a symbol of Portugal's maritime dominance. Climb the narrow staircases to the top for panoramic views of the river and city. It's enough to make you want to hoist the sails and set off on an adventure. No trip to Belém is complete without indulging in the legendary Pastéis de Belém. Since 1837, they've been baking these custard tarts using a secret recipe. Order a few, one is never enough, and savor the creamy, flaky goodness. The perfect mix of history, sugar, and a view of the Jerónimos Monastery. Speaking of the Jerónimos Monastery, just a hop, skip, and a sugar rush away from those heavenly tarts stands this masterpiece of Manueline architecture. Wander through the ornate cloisters, marvel at the intricately carved stonework, and pay your respects to Vasco da Gama himself, who's laid to rest within these hallowed halls. From the grandeur of the past, we leap into Lisbon's vibrant present. Under the 25 Diabril Bridge, you'll find LX Factory, a former industrial complex turned haven for artists and entrepreneurs. Street art explodes across every surface, vintage shops burst with unique finds, and the air hums with creative energy. Grab a coffee, browse boutiques, or soak in this urban playground. Let's get lost, shall we? No trip to Lisbon is complete without wandering through Alfama, the city's oldest and most atmospheric district. Let your feet guide you through narrow alleyways, past colorful houses, and up to hidden squares with breathtaking views. It's like stepping back in time to a Lisbon that's both familiar and enchanting. We're continuing our ascent, folks. We're hopping aboard Tram 28, Lisbon's most iconic and crowded mode of transportation. Our destination? Castelo de São Jorge, a Moorish castle atop Lisbon's highest hill. From here, survey the red-tiled roofs of the city and the Tagus River shimmering in the distance. By now, you've worked up an appetite. There's no better place to satisfy it than Mercado da Ribeira, Lisbon's bustling food market. Stalls overflow with fresh produce, seafood, and traditional Portuguese treats. Grab a seat at the communal tables and prepare for a feast. From grilled sardines to creamy cheeses, this is Lisbon on a plate. You can't walk through Lisbon without noticing the intricate tile work adorning everything from churches to homes. At the Museu Nacional do Azulejo, dive into the history and artistry of these iconic tiles. This former convent houses a stunning collection, from 15th century panels to contemporary works. Ready to dive into a different world? The Lisbon Oceanarium is one of the largest indoor aquariums in Europe, home to a mesmerizing array of marine life. Come face to face with sharks, rays, penguins, and thousands of other creatures. It's a humbling experience, a reminder of the vastness and diversity of the ocean and the importance of protecting this ecosystem. Soak up some sun, folks. No better place than Praça do Comércio, Lisbon's grandest square. This plaza, open to the Tagus River, is the city's heart, bustling day and night. Perfect for people watching, soaking up the atmosphere, and planning the next adventure. Ever wanted to ride an elevator to the top of a city? In Lisbon you can. The Santa Justa lift, a neo-Gothic masterpiece designed by a student of Gustav Eiffel, whisks you up to breathtaking views. From the top, see the Baixa district, elegant streets, colorful buildings, the castle, and the river. Even seasoned travelers need a break from the hustle and bustle. There's no better place to escape than Bertrand Bookstore, the oldest operating bookstore. Browse the shelves, piled high with books in countless languages, and lose yourself in literature. When in Lisbon, do as the locals do. Indulge in a shot of Ginjinha, a sweet cherry liqueur. Ginjinha bars are scattered throughout the city, each with its own unique vibe. Order a shot or two and savor the cherry-infused flavors. As the sun sets over Lisbon, the city takes on a different kind of magic. There's no better place to experience it than Bairro Alto, Lisbon's bohemian heart. Duck into a dimly lit fado house, order a glass of wine, and let the music wash over you. It's a raw, emotional experience, one that will stay with you long after the last note fades away. Let's step back into history. We're heading to the Palácio Nacional da Ajuda, Lisbon's grand royal palace. Wander through the staterooms, marvel at the decorations, and imagine life for the kings and queens here. It's time to leave Lisbon for a little while. We're hopping aboard a ferry and crossing the Tagus River to Almada, just across the water. Enjoy breathtaking views of Lisbon's skyline, dominated by the iconic Cristo Rei statue. See Lisbon from a different perspective and appreciate its beauty from afar. Back in Lisbon, we're delving into the world of art at the Museu Nacional de Arte Antiga, Portugal's National Museum of Ancient Art. Lose yourself in the brushstrokes of master painters, marvel at the sculptor's skill, and let these works transport you to another time and place. Ever wondered about the history of money? Even if you haven't, the Museu do Dinheiro in Lisbon is fascinating. It shows how money shaped civilizations and reminds us that mundane objects can tell fascinating stories. Escape the city buzz without leaving Lisbon. The Jardim Botânico da Ajuda, Lisbon's oldest botanical garden, is a tranquil oasis. It's the perfect place to breathe in fresh air and reconnect with nature. Craving modern art? Visit Museu Coleção Berardo, home to one of Portugal's most impressive modern art collections. Let the colors and shapes challenge your perceptions and spark your imagination. One man's trash is another man's treasure. Test your bargaining skills at Feira da Ladra, Lisbon's sprawling flea market. You never know what you might find: a vintage camera, a hand-painted tile, or a dusty old book. Be prepared to haggle. It's part of the fun. As the sun sets, head to Park Bar, one of Lisbon's coolest rooftop bars. Located on top of a parking garage, it offers panoramic views of the city and the river. It's the perfect way to toast to another day in this captivating city. Who needs a time machine when you have Lisbon? Step back in time at the Núcleo Arqueológico, an archaeological site beneath a bank in the Bairro district. It's a glimpse into Lisbon's ancient past, a reminder that this city has been a crossroads of cultures for centuries. Release your inner child at the Museu da Marioneta, Lisbon's puppet museum. Learn about the history of puppetry, watch a puppet show, or marvel at the craftsmanship of these intricate creations. It's a reminder that no matter how old you are, there's always room for a bit of magic in your life. Let's venture outside the city center to the Palácio Nacional de Queluz, a stunning 18th century palace near Lisbon. Stroll through the manicured gardens, admire the fountains and sculptures, and imagine life for the kings and queens who grace these halls. Calling all science geeks. The Pavilhão do Conhecimento, Lisbon's Science Museum, is a wonderland of interactive exhibits exploring physics, biology, and technology. It's the perfect place to ignite curiosity, challenge assumptions, and rediscover the wonders of the natural world. Need a break from sightseeing? Escape to Jardim da Estrela, one of Lisbon's charming parks. Watch locals go about their day, listen to birdsong, and let the tranquility of this urban oasis wash over you. As the sun sets on your Lisbon adventure, head to the Sky Bar at the Tivoli Avenida Liberdade Hotel for one last unforgettable view. Sip a cocktail, savor the moment, and raise a glass to this captivating city that has stolen your heart. No adventure is complete without a proper send-off meal. For your last night in Lisbon, visit one of the city's culinary gems. A final toast to the city, a way to say obrigado for the memories. And there you have it, folks. 30 must-visit gems in Lisbon, each offering a unique glimpse into the city's soul. Lisbon is more than sights. It's a feeling, a state of mind. It's the feeling of discovering something new, of falling in love with a city that's both gritty and glamorous. Lisbon, you've been a trip, a feast, a revelation. From historic sites to vibrant districts, Lisbon offers endless opportunities. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Until next time, happy travels. It's 8 until next time. Lisbon gets under your skin. It leaves you with a touch of saudade, never truly leaves you.